What's up, good folks? Your boy Willie Lee, godcolor.com. Godcolor.com, by the way. Check this out, though. Self-discipline. Like, you remember growing up, right? When your mama used to whoop your ass. Your daddy used to have to beat them brakes off your ass, scold you, put you in your place, ground you, put you on punishment. Mama made you pick your own switch. Like, am I the only one? Now, in today's age, of course, you know, we gotta discipline our children a lot differently now. Like, you just can't break out no belt, no stitching cords, no ironing cord like our mamas and daddies used to do back in the day. We can't make our kids go pick their own switch, right? Well, we still have to provide discipline and structure for our children. And by providing that discipline and structure, the hope is that they will grow into adults who are responsible and can continue those ways themselves. Like, they remember what they were taught, and then they continue them ways themselves. But, see, we know how to discipline our children, right? We think we the best parents on the planet. But how about disciplining yourself? Like, hey, yo, can you whoop your own ass? I asked you, can you whoop your own ass? See, think about it, guys. Like, when it comes to discipline, as we are adults, there is nobody that can ground us. There is nobody that can put you on punishment. There is nobody to tell you, go to your room, think about what you have done. There's nobody to whoop your ass, y'all. Ain't nobody making you go get your stick for yourself. You ain't going out getting that extension cord, putting it on yourself, is you? One would hope not. No self-mutilation, by the way. Whooping your own ass is very figurative. I want to make sure I say that. I don't want nobody going out here hurting themselves out here. But at the same time, like, damn, we need ass whoopings, don't we? Like, we making a lot of decisions in our lives that affect our future, and we have no accountability. Like, we don't want to be accountable for our own actions no more. We don't want to have to discipline ourselves. What happens to saying, you know what, I was wrong. And since I was wrong, how can I remedy this situation? Instead, we just keep pointing out, well, I wouldn't have did it if you wouldn't have did this, and I wouldn't have did this if society wouldn't have did this to me. Well, what about disciplining yourself? Like, ground yourself. Put yourself on punishment sometime. You know what? Since I made that bad decision, I'm gonna run 3 miles a day for a whole week. That's my punishment to myself. And if you don't keep that punishment, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna force you. That's why it's self-discipline. You gotta make yourself do it. You gotta be in charge of yourself. You gotta put yourself on these punishments. You gotta put yourself in timeout. Another example. Say you on a diet, like you trying to lose weight, get them washboard abs like I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get washboard abs. But you fall off the wagon, fall off your square, you go out, naughty on the town, eat a whole big ass spread of nachos by yourself, drink a whole 6-pack by yourself, and you feeling bad the next day, right? Well, what if you have to discipline yourself? Like, you know what? Shame on you for what you have done. Shame on me for what I have done, I should say. It's for punishment for myself. I'm eating nothing but fruit and vegetables for an entire week. Nothing but fruit and vegetables for an entire week. I have to discipline myself. And the biggest thing about self-discipline I also want to jump into, aside from whooping your own ass, is what is self-discipline and why is it needed? Well, self-discipline is doing what needs to be done because it needs to be done, even if you don't want to do it. Let me go ahead and repeat that one time. Doing what needs to be done because it needs to be done, even if you yourself don't want to do it. So, discipline yourself. Let's put yourself on timeout. Let's ground yourself. Let's tell yourself to go to your room. Sometimes you might need that timeout, homie. Young God color individual, sometimes you might need that punishment. Because who else gonna do it? Like, do we want to leave it up to the law enforcement, these crooked ass judges that see us as enemies, as savages, as niggas? Do we want to leave it up to them to discipline us? Or, yo, personal accountability is real. Like, personal accountability is real. Let's try to discipline ourselves. Let's try to get ourselves on track. Let's try to make sure we can make our dreams come true by actually keeping ourselves on a path to something. Because like I said for the 88th time on here, if we don't do it, like, who gonna get it? Who gonna do it to us? Like, society is built in a way that we are allowed to continue to fuck up and fuck up and fuck up and fuck up. And ain't nobody gonna check us on it. They just gonna let us keep fucking up. And as more as we fuck up, the least we got to show for it. And before you know it, we in our 40s, our 50s, our 60s, saying, woe is me. Look how society did me. Look how nobody wanna give me an opportunity. Meanwhile, we fuck up all our opportunities. Most of us go to college and get kicked out of college. And then cry because we can't get these high-paying jobs, right? Most of us say, you know what? I ain't taking care of my body. I'm drinking and smoking every day, Now we got a collapsed lung, cardiovascular disease, and we feeling like, woe is me. See, the health system is racist. It's against me. No. What about your decision making? Like, we know they pumping Cools and Code 45 through our hood, right? But that don't mean we gotta drink it, y'all. Like, discipline yourself. Actually say, you know what? I can't have that. I'm not allowing myself to have that. Wow. That's like, I don't even know why that's revolutionary, but it's revolutionary. Like, you know what? I don't need 7, 8 bitches. One woman is fine. That's discipline, guys. You save yourself a lot of headaches that way. You know what? I don't need a 4th helping of tacos. Like, I'm gonna be fine with them 3 helpings I already ate. I gotta cut myself off. I don't need that 7th drink. Let me cut myself off at the bar. Hand me my keys. I gotta go. No, I'm just joking. It's jokes. Those are jokes. Those are jokes right there. But no, serious business. Discipline yourself involves actually putting yourself in a position where you withholding things from yourself. And if you get weak and are tempted and you fall for the things that you've been withholding, well, you don't be down on yourself. You don't keep yourself wallowing in self-pity. What you do is say, you know what? I'm giving myself a punishment for not keeping my own rules, not abiding by my own rules. Just like we would punish our children, just like we would discipline our children, we have to start self-disciplining. And again, that don't mean kicking your own ass in that way, but figuratively speaking, guys. GuyColor.com, Willie Have Mary. Visit the shop. Make sure you support the products. We working. With this shirt right here in particular, I'm thinking about doing something different with these letters. So when it comes up on the shop, make sure y'all check it out. Self-Discipline 101, whoop your own ass. Now this shirt, like I said, it's gonna be a little different in the fonts and whatnot, because we working on some different things. But keep in mind, guys, like, this is something that's big to me. Trying to help my people, and as I help my people, I'm pushing products so that I can fund my lifestyle while I do it. I'm not asking for donations in that way. You know what I'm saying? Products over donations. If you want to donate to me, hey, go buy a shirt. And when I have to mail out that shirt, make that shirt myself, ship it out to you, that's putting me to work doing something. I don't mind that. I'm disciplined in that way. You see what I did right there? Y'all see what I did? GuyColor.com. Peace.